How are we doing with the rankings here? Well, I'm currently at 180, so this is a little bit outdated. It's day 115. I'm on day 116 right now, technically. But we're doing pretty okay. Like, we're just doing the chairs alone. It's like almost 200 estimated income per hour. That ain't half bad. It's just a matter of actually getting these things done before the price plummets. 40 hours before the price declines slightly. And then I think it's 3 days from that it starts declining a bunch. Not great. What are we doing up here? Armrests, chair heads and stuff, and also eventually chair backs and chair seats. The chair seats I can probably move over. So you're working on the backs and heads, you're working on the seats and arms. Well, the arms are taking a little bit. I'll overdrive you, help you catch up some. And then the overall assembly going on. The overall seat. I'll put you back on priority 3. We're getting there. Not a whole lot left. You just gotta beat the shit out of it sometimes, apparently. I don't know. Definitely overdrive that, though. Both of them. I'll split this some. Throw this load over. Try to balance it a bit. Another mold infection. Oh, jeez. Not in the stockpile room again. Icky. Easy 5,000 bucks, though. Still really weird events. You can turn them off. Don't have to have them on. You live in the Netherlands, so if you want to go to Germany, you'd only have to pack your things and go. Yeah, which is so weird to me. Like, just Europe being the way it is, where it's like, I just want to go over there, and then you just go. It's still strange to me. But it's like all the European countries are a bit like just the different states in America, where they kind of have their own things going on. I mean, it's a little more extreme in Europe. But, like, all the states are open borders. Like, you could go from Illinois to Wisconsin, no problem. You could live in Wisconsin and move there from Illinois if you want, no problem. You just have to change your driver's license, which is totally fine. It's only like 20 bucks. Okay, this sewing station's now done? Wow, okay. I kind of like the concept of this room. I'm trying to figure out how I would improve it. I mean, obviously logistics for one, like getting a clean way to get through. Just having the stockpile here in the corner isn't really ideal. So we'd want to have... I could maybe do it. Just create like a little alleyway, basically, for them to navigate around, you know? And then... splitting this into 2. Which is sort of easier said than done. So now I have to assign you to the workstations. That right? You're going to... Wait, you're only for the paint station? Oh, that ain't right. You're with everything. Oh, I can only have one state. Oh, okay. They have to be linked separately. Okay, so you can be that. And you can be... Yeah, those done. So you're now stockpile only for the assembly stations. You're a stockpile for all of those. Alright. But at least we'll have a clean way through. Which I think is definitely needed. Oh, what's going on with the chat? I missed that. Something about demand bullying. Come on, auto-scroll. Stop. Stop auto-scrolling. Quit it. Quit the auto-scrolling. Have some American friends trying to move to Belgium, and they don't have any employment prospects. Keep telling them this is going to be a problem, but they aren't really listening. Yeah, that's gonna be a real problem. Like, a really big problem for them. I don't think that'll work at all. Because they'd have to have a... If it's anything like Germany at all whatsoever, which I'm assuming it's probably a little bit different, but Europe being Europe, I'm sure it's relatively the same. They'd have to have something from a landlord or a homeowner or something saying that there's room for them to be there and they are allowed to be there. They also need to have some proof of income to prove that they're generally stable by themselves. They'd also need to get health insurance hooked up, which if they're not married, for me would have been a bit of a trick. Because ideally you get that through work. Man, this stockpile is super full. Oh, jeez. Or maybe I swapped this around a little bit. Can we... Yeah, no. We'll move another bench over there when I can afterwards. For now, we got spillover. For me, it's a bit complicated because I kind of skirt the line between freelance and self-employed, and that has its own health insurance, pros and cons, and as overall, it's pretty freaking expensive. A lot of requirements, though. You simply can't just go there and move there and live there. I heard something like that about Canada, too. I don't know if you have any Canadians in. Also, Jay Stink, hello, welcome with the Randy Random emote. Hey. Hey. Apparently, like, with Canada trying to immigrate into Canada, they require you to have, like, basically no criminal history at all whatsoever. And you basically need to have a really high-tech job in order to even consider doing it. Otherwise, they just won't accept you at all whatsoever. Just something I heard. That was a few years ago. Because a lot of people joke about, like, you know, US politics and, oh, I'll just move to Canada then. It's like, well, actually, that'd be a good idea. Well, should look into it, maybe. Because it's not that easy. I think Canada is quite happy having its own people there and living there. I think you gotta be 2 days. Okay, we gotta get these finished up in 2 days. That's fine. We're just finishing. You gotta be like a scientist or an IT guy or something like that. Australia also? Okay. Probably also by proxy New Zealand. Because New Zealand... Does New Zealand share a lot of the same laws as Canada? That's also something I had heard. I'm not sure on that. Well, that's a bit of money for me. 53,000 bucks we got now. A bit of experience as well. 2 more points. I think I'll grab the plots thing. So we can buy more land. Yeah, sure. Yeah, look at that. So we can get this massive one back here. 19,440 credits. Or the smaller one for 3,240. This longer one for 6,480. Alright. I mean, genuinely, I wouldn't really mind having just a big U-shaped building type thing with a couple loading docks at some point in time. Like, I'm kind of okay with that. And 6,000 is not too bad to swallow. I think I'll do it. And it gets pretty expensive as you go up. Okay. And do I have... I did have the befriend the mayor thing. Okay. So it's actually typically a lot more expensive than that. Buy the chocolate bar. But I like clicking, it's my panic chocolate. Market. Chair's not doing so great. Trample cars? They're hanging in there. Catapults? I'd be interested in doing, but we need to get a lot of woodworking stuff up, and I actually don't have that much woodworking anymore. Like, a lot of that I got rid of. We might have to skip to a basic challenge for a moment. Maybe taking a look at the bicycle. What all did this need exactly? It's been a little while. I've changed things around. Some plastic, some metal, some sewing. Extrusion. Metal bending I don't have yet, but I think that we can do at the table. Yeah, should be fine. So I'd have to rebuy my extruder, hence the red thing. I don't have a workshop table thing for it. A lot of just mold. We can maybe do it nowadays. Like a welder and a bender would be handy to have, but it doesn't look like there's that much operation for it. It'll just take several hours. I'd need an extruder, and that's about it. We can maybe go for that, and that'll unlock the bros and biceps, I think. But let's get some remodeling. Well, okay, let's first do a quick market basic, just like some dolls or ducks or something. Something. Tallow horses. Not great. Huge teddy bears? Huge teddy bears. Ooh, or hats. No, yeah, huge teddy bears. Is that all fine? That seems all fine. That looks fine. 15 of them? You can have upwards of 41 of them.
Yay, hey, yay.
Yay. Densai, hello, welcome. Knew someone who went to Australia for a year or so to work and drive around. He needed to have money for a ticket home on the bank account so he could be sent home if he became a burden to the state. Holy shit. Sounds a bit wild. Kind of like those things where like you sign up for a free trial and it's like, okay, we'll put in your credit card info for the free trial. Like, yeah, just so we can charge you afterwards if you don't cancel the trial. It's like, cool. Alright, 30 bears? 30 bears. They're the safe bears. They're the safe ones. It's okay. We'll change their colors around a little bit to make them look a little nicer. There we go. They're green ones this time. So while they do that, I can go remodeling and construction and stuff. So we can do we can expand the break room into the metal room and then turn this into a second metal room along with the first one. Maybe a general stockpile type deal here in its own room. And I was sort of thinking about having a second assembly room, Gesundheit, but I'm not sure if that's exactly necessary. I might leave it for now, and that'll eventually be another export room for all those when we get more of them. Are walk paths a thing? They are generally. I don't think you can really set a walk path, they just choose the best one, but if there's crap on the floor and workstations everywhere, they do get slowed down a lot, and that's what this snail thing indicates. The red obviously being not great. So the storage we'd want to have off on the side on its own. So by having a little storage room out here, I think that'll be the way to do it. And doors. Well, let's do construction tool. Let's give that. Tear down that wall. But we're keeping these walls. You know that, right? I hope so. I like how much stuff I can queue up with this too. Like I said it before, I think this is a really great build tool system where it just lets you just do. I can queue up everything and I can say, you know, put the walls there, take down this wall. I could have a, you know, the wall change a bit and put up, like I can just queue up everything right there, right then and there, which is fantastic. I think it's really, really good. And another door into storage from here. There we go. A plant with a pollen allergy. Oh, jeez. November pollen. Ugh. A November blooming plant. That's allergic to itself. How do you exist? You don't seem like a very good plant. I'm sorry to say. If you're allergic to the reproductive thing. Some friends once had a dog that had allergies to dog hair. How's that a thing? Nice thing about the teddy bears, they're not using this stuff at all. So we're okay to like disassemble, and in fact I'll just go ahead and do that. We'll just disassemble all of this. Get it ready and out of the way. Not selling it, just packing it up so it can be moved immediately and stored elsewhere and stuff. Get rid of the storages as well. Okay. You know, I could also. Well, maybe not. I was thinking about just having a building over here just to hold stuff temporarily. This is just a general storage, but that's not... I don't... Maybe that's okay. We'll go for it. We'll see how it does. Give you a door. There. And also there. And over here, so you can access this thing from, like, basically all sides. Go. This door, we rip apart. This door, we also rip apart. In fact, this wall, we get rid of. And a construction tool. Down like that. And the door, there's a thing in the way of the door. The foam injection machine. The door will go there then. Just kind of scooting it down. This is also in the way. Unbelievable. Just for now. I'll probably move it. You make a compilation of this game and just make it the construction guys going at light speed. Man, I want to queue up just the map for them to build and just watch them go. There we are. The construction tool is very nice. The general everything else tool, not so great. Like, I can't queue up things to be placed where anything else is. And it's a bit of a bummer. because sometimes like I just want to put something somewhere temporarily and I'll move the thing that's blocking it. That's good and fine. Give me a minute though. All right, large shelf. All right, storage room. Billboard. I'll put that up by the door. Small forge. Near the storage room. Because I feel like these would be used pretty often. Shouldn't there be another forge somewhere? There it is. Foam injection. We can maybe line up a bunch of stuff along this wall. Forge is good. Metal lathe. Metal lathe maybe gets its own room. I don't really know how to exactly organize this stuff. Flower box, the sheet machine we can assemble. Put that up there. Standing fan, water cooler, metalworking station. Get that next to the billboard, maybe. An assembly station. Both of you can have an assembly station, I guess. It seems like generally a cool thing to have nearby for a lot of these rooms. See, times like that. Like, I'm gonna move the flower box. Just let me place something down real quick. They're blown up about the stuffing because there's no space available for it. Which, I never did sort that. Have another shelf. Nilu. Gonna scoot you around a little bit. You can greet people as they come in, how about? And what do we got? Standing fan, water cooler, the foam press, right? That can also go up there. A flower box can hang out along the wall. This assembly station, right? That goes up there. So we can have a general storage. Here, you grow a root over to the doors so they fall. Oh, yeah, that sounds like you. I think that plant's laughing at me. Yeah, it does that. That's a thing. And this is for those workstations. General storage for it. Shelves? Do we have shelves still? I guess not. Okay. Don't. Well, you want some more space for stuff? There, have some space for stuff. I don't care. Just put it there. Cheers. I guess these, like, this station or storage doesn't need to be so big, I guess. I'm not sure if we're using all of it. Although with my luck, we actually are using it a lot, but only sometimes. I guess I'll leave it. Because I can't do an L-shaped storage anyway. Right, so that's a thing. And we'll also have a quick storage. Well, no, you don't get a quick storage. I might go for another door here, though. And then, yeah, maybe some storage shelves in here. Maybe a small shelf up there. And another large shelf. Okay, order. Zonage. Basically the whole room. But at the same time, not the whole room. No great way to do that. And then another plot tool here. You can be set up for those. You are linked to those guys. You're just a general storage. Why not? The shelf can't live there. It's kind of between two zones. That's fine. It lives there then. So that's just a general storage, I guess. Kind of like a catch-all type deal. Because sometimes you need that. And I might also do another little general catch-all thing. There. Nothing much, nothing major, but a bit. Another Vendotron. Move the chessboard. Yeah, just generally there. The video game. Off in the corner. And then we can get another break table in. Look at that. Shit, that's looking pretty good. So, Teddy Bear, what's the news? Now that we actually have storage space for stuff and things. They're figuring it out. Downside of the bears, they take up a lot of space. Like, a lot of space. Another general storage. Throw those around wherever we can. Just shelves of legs. Ugh. Angry Skaven noises. Fucking wood elves. Man. They're fucking just elves in general in Total War Warhammer 2. Like, they're everywhere. You can't escape them. Yeah, I'll keep it. Because knowing me, I'll probably get another vending machine at some point in time. Not right now, though. I've spent a lot of money. Minus 26, minus 14. Fair. They ain't cheap, but they work pretty well. They work pretty well. And this room? These rooms don't have effect anymore, I guess? Alright. Nice. Don't know if that's good or bad. Oh, there we go. This room finished up. Another general storage. But your priority is going to be a little bit low. Just a bit. Just a bit. And I hope they're smart enough to just bring stuff where it makes sense to do. To have. To place. In areas. Blah. Yeah, messing these zones around was like the worst thing I could have done for all these fucking bears. Oh my god. Make sure we assemble them as soon as we possibly can. We'll overclock the heads The arms and bodies. Yeah, we'll split. Split and redelegate these. Yeesh. Getting kinda rough. How are we doing with things? That required just gluing station a lot, right? Yeah, saw and glue and glue. That was pretty easy. How long do I have? 2 days, 5 hours. That's no problem. If you want, we can speak like that. Oh god, please no. No, don't do it. You might get auto-moderated by Twitch. I wouldn't risk it. Man, remember when I had Nightbot actually doing some policing? When I actually gave him some authority? God, that was dark times. Really, really dark times. Basic market. The little rubber ducks are being manipulated. Dollar horses. Ooh, jumping dollar horses coming up soon. That's pretty sweet. Teddy bears. Next month is the time to sell. Or next month. 2 days is the time to sell. Ooh, back scratchers. Hey, hi. Back scratchers. How you doing? I can't use metal for you, huh? Not at all. Well, ain't that some shit? So they gotta be all just wood. Hmm. Alright. Fine. Those aren't going to be done anytime soon. Yikes. 16 of them is apparently what I did last time. Oh yeah, because otherwise you have crazy excess. We'll go for half. We'll go for half. And definitely overclock the stuff. Bongos don't have priority, but they seem to be doing it anyway because there's enough people spare and the stations aren't really being used. So that's fine. Oh yeah, the chocolate bar meta. Sorry, yeah, shit. Fuck. Oh man, I found the perfect spot here. Look, I don't even have to move the mouse anymore. I've got this on auto-click status. Jeez. What else can I fuck with? Oh, there's more chocolate over here. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Yikes, we're losing a lot of money waiting for these bears. I need more storage for them. They take up so much space, and the catapults are like this too. Because of my broken quick look. I tried the catapults, but like they take up a bunch of space. Like this entire block here would be just a catapult frame. Not even completely assembled yet. Trucks en route for that. Cool. I'll sell off some of the bears while we're at it. Unload some of that. Working on the back scratchers. Fine, fine. Some sort of metal thing. We got fancy office chairs. No, they're dying off. Maybe just these more basic chairs. They're less fancy, but still an office chair. Still goes for almost 1,000 per. And the requirements are a little more lax. And it's either metal and plastic, whereas this could also be wood, metal, and plastic. You can take a look at it. I think it's going to be kind of the same thing. Like, we have to buy the wheels and the hydraulic, but the base we can do. Assemble the base. We'll just go with, for the time being, a simple one. The extruder I don't have yet. I don't think I bought that back. Let's go with a simple one and a not so simple one, and that's fine. That's cool. That's nice. Have to go with a fancier metal for it. Have to go with a fancier metal and also a fancier whatever this is. Yeah, it's like just a... Look at that thing. It's just like a little babby version of what we were doing before. And if I didn't want to go with a fancier metal, we need to pick up 2 strength and 2 style. Which I could maybe get with another chair base type thing. Requires a bit of bending if I go with those though. Yeah, okay. So maybe I just leave it as is and we just deal with it with a fancier metal. Oh wait, that was extrusion. I can't do that. That's the one. Sure. So these things just, they come right in and they just get assembled. Like that's fine, and that's done. You're the only guy using these, which I never hooked up. It's okay though, I don't think they were hooked up before. Maybe they were. I can manually switch it over though. And then go ahead and assemble it there. The sewing. I also don't have hooked up, but there's 2 separate sewing operations, so that works out. This guy goes into those. You're into that. And then that. Pretty easy. You're linked with those. And the grand assemblage can happen up there. Doesn't seem too bad. The longest stage of this for me, 16, 14, 10, 10, 16, 12, 26. It's going to be melting these things down. But I need to manually split that, so that's not that bad. We are okay. Go for 20. Going big. There, settled. Just need to make sure we get these bears finished up because the stitching and all that needs to happen. Although for the bears, we might just be ready for... Oh no. Now we're waiting for a lot of stuff to get stitched up on this guy still. Alright. Well, the teddy bear seat torso thing, let's switch over to here. And make that priority. So we get the bears finished up. Because they're going to be slowing everything down otherwise. So we got the wood stuff working for the back scratchers. Seems like it just needs to be assembled. What are you waiting for? Looks like just waiting to be assembled. Yeah. So those are basically done. The teddy bears, after the stitching gets done, those will just need assembling too. Stitching, just about finished up. And then we can get those out the door. They're currently at peak price and will stay there for 2 more days. I think we're doing okay. It's amazing how fast you can go from 20k money in the bank to broke. Yeah, you can spend money fast as hell on this. Calculator says hello. It says hello. There's dot bears. Yikes. So something to keep in mind with the bears. The hats are a lot nicer because they're basically just sewing operations while also not requiring a lot of space. The bears taking up a lot of space. Although the money is kind of worth it. I think if I were to buy the chocolate bar area here, we'd be pretty okay for that. And just do like a big, long storage deal, which I've got money now. These things are just going to get more and more expensive. I'm just going to wait. We'll just make... Wait, how many do I have? 16. Make 16 more. Right. We'll keep up with that. That's fine. 3,000. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Oh. Oh, we did it. We're worth enough. We did it. Management have brought my factory to a new level. Check out the R&D section for these new goodies. New options in research development, access to advanced category items, and we can specialize towards premium or mass production. A second tab. I've been registered as a potential supplier for Incognito Incorporated. The designation is A2573, entered at tier 0. First offer incoming shortly. Please complete contracts to increase your tier and get access to more contracts. Oh, please. A barrel bot. It's a lot of money in rep. It's a lot of money in rep. Straight cut. Some metal. A hook hand, which requires a bit of bending. Maybe not bend metal, bend wood perhaps. So a straight cut into bend wood. Fine, sure. Assemble with some robo goggles. Okay, these really break out to be a lot of things. And the robot optics? Just as standard optics. It just keeps breaking out and getting more and more and more. Fucking hell. That gets a little bit wild. F for the chocolate bar. Yeah, rip chocolate bar. That's audio. That's okay. There's a second one. We'll be alright. So is that... Oh, there's also some nicer decorations. A lounge table. And an arcade machine. I don't know, I'll put an arcade machine in there, maybe improve the mood there? I'm not sure. Something fishy going on in the factory. Several spies. Well, I think it's one of you two. I don't remember having 2 of them. Keep my eye on you. Although there's 3 spies. Right. That's one of them. Who else? Yeah. Who else? Not sure about you. Nailed it. One more. Who do we got? It's you. Jeez, can you believe it? Spies. Spies of all things. So what else do we have for market orders for advanced? There's the robots. We got box bots, mini bots, drones, king barbecues. Also acoustic guitars, mini cars. Okay, what's a king barbecue like? Not as crazy wild as I expected it to be. Like, I thought it'd just be like, fucking, here you go, here's this massive thing you're doing, like you're making a tank. Oh, jeez, okay. Although it does have a lot of customizations and stuff. It needs durability, style, and also grillness. Cool, so it's got cup holders. Nice. Plastic handle? Yeah. Nice. This main bit is just a bit of pressness. Fine. We need a lot more, pretty good amount more style here. Whoa. Yikes, okay. So that bit's a little involved. Sure, more handle, we'll just keep going plastic for that. Nice bright blue handles. Just taking a look at this, probably not actually going to go through with it. Some more plastic. Bright blue. Some plate glue, and has to be somewhat fancy wood for that. And another handle, this has got to be also wood. A very fancy wood though, unfortunately. The OBS board. Yeah, shit. We got to go with fancy materials on this. Yikes. It's only going to be a profit of $11.37 per. That's not worth it very much at all. But man. A bit of a pain in the ass, but not too wild because it's a lot of different things. So if we got some plastic, some wood, some gluing, the metal sheet stuff, and also the injection whatever. Like, it's your entire factory is working on just the barbecue, so you can get them done pretty quickly. Huh. Okay. Box bots. Go for a couple thousand. It just keeps going. The robots are really involved. That's a lot of stuff. But most of it's metal. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I think... right, yeah, the arcade machine. Sure, and also... like a... Yeah, I think we'll leave the rest. We'll just go for that. And if I want to buy this plot, I can't. The phone does not move. Okay. Well, That's still alright, because I can still get a door in here behind this plant, and we can still have this be a big storage thing. Oh, big storage. Just gotta move this guy. Well, is that third need for the robot? Oh. Robotitude. I don't know. So there's a door for your storage. And a door for your storage. And you still have this door as like a throughput thing. Kind of a pain in the ass to work my way over to this storage. But, well. I feel like it might be better if I have this room actually up here and this is the back hallway. Because then hauling stuff into there is not so bad, but... it's alright still, I suppose. That ain't terrible. Considering this stuff's not going to be here once this gets built. Maybe it'll be alright. Back scratchers, right, still waiting on. That'll be sitting there for a while. The lower the robotitude, the more aware it is, raising the chances of an uprising. Oh shit. Well, let's get that robotitude down to -3. I want robot workers. I want to be able to make my own workers. Just everything completely self-done in this factory. That'd be fantastic. So, one storage. You're for this area. Be great if I could do an L-type thing. Door placement, it matters. Can I move this door a little bit? Just like over to here. No, not really. All right, but I can disassemble this. Oh, Nilo, I think you're in the way of this door. I gotta scooch you again. You can trip the people doing the painting. There you go, that'll be fun. Okay, maybe it's the zone then? Maybe you weren't in the way. Maybe it's the... What's in the way here? There we go. Think it was the water thing. Yeah, you're okay there. You're okay. Get back to where you were, Nilo. What are you doing over there? Jeez. There we go. There. And another just general storage thing. Right there. So, shelving. Just move all of this. That one's already being moved. I think this door would be better to have down here, but oh well. Chairs are done. Chairs are done. Deliver them. I'm okay with that price. Drones. Flying drone things. 1,500 per... Man, it's not as much as I thought it would be. I'm a little disappointed in the advanced. I think they'd be worth a lot more. I would have thought anyway. Oh, fancy office chairs are back on the menu. The old thing was not good enough, I guess, so we have to re-go back through it. Just whatever works. Ugh. Bending metal rods. I'd really like to do the wood. Do we have any better alternatives up here if I wanted to do wood? Yes. Okay. And we don't even have to do the fancy plastics. Let's give it a red top. And the somewhat fancy boards, that's alright. And the somewhat fancy metal rolls. Yeah, that's okay too, I guess. There we go. Sure. Did you have... Yeah, you did. So that's that. The sewing. You were a big sewing operation, so you need your own. And the rest can be done on the other one, and then I'll sort it later. The assembly can happen up there. This assembly can happen up there. Straight cuts. The bending. Still have a bending machine for wood. I'm a little bit surprised, actually. These machines we've got. That assembly. Wood stuff could do with its own assembly table at some point. But for now, bulletin board and we'll figure it out. So, that's that. They're just on the market. The price is decreasing. But we got some days. So let's pound out 20 of them. Go for it. Peter Pancake heading out. Thanks for stopping in. Always nice seeing you. Have a good one. Oh yeah, and the mass production of the premium stuff, right. Deliver more than 50 advanced products and specialists. Max rep with a client. Simultaneously saturate the market for 2 medium or advanced products. Oh. And reach top 10 by average revenue on Forbes ranking. That shouldn't be a problem. Right, so mass production. For factories that want to produce as much as possible, as cheap as possible. Production is focused on having plenty of workers, workstations, large orders, and solving the challenging logistics that come with this. Mass employment. Operator and hauler salaries decreased by 35%. Recruitment costs decreased by 50%. Comfort penalty reduced. Clonk forge and clonk plastic injection machine in the shop. Their machines are some of the ugliest in existence, but they are highly efficient and sturdy. Okay. Amount of deliverables in each market are greatly increased. Workers ignore energy drain for 12 hours and a 5-day cooldown. And super haulers. Okay. Or premium. Worker upgrade costs reduced. Specialist salaries reduced. Experienced haulers can upgrade to technicians. They automatically repair workstations during downtime. Good, good. Increase all deadlines toward clients by 1 day. Unlock more parts and resources. Engage overdrive on all workstations for 12 hours. They do not wear and tear during this duration. 5-day cooldown. And the advanced assembler and particle manipulator. I don't know, what are we feeling like, guys? I'm kind of feeling a little bit more toward premium, personally. Like, that's kind of how I've been doing it anyway. But mass production I could definitely see also. Kind of torn. It should be noted, though, that these are using the same R&D points that I've got already. Like, for this stuff. So... one inexperienced intern on an irregular basis. Local students are allowed to train and work in your factory. Ah, free help. Oh yeah, sure, okay. Will also earn me a good rep and prove beneficial in the long run. Okay, just free dudes. And then I can get 3 of them. Premium? Alright, it's pretty much unanimous. Premium it is. We'll go for it. I'll just right into it. Dedicated. Worker upgrade costs reduced by 25%. Specialist salaries reduced by 50%. Alright. I don't have the ability to get a plastics guy, just to confirm that did take... yeah, it took everything. So pretty soon we get 2 more points. I see that there. That won't be enough to get the plastics, but I could get somebody to help out Axe for metals. Get, I don't know, Rhino Man, why not? You've been ready for a promotion for a while, so we'll do that. So we got 3 normal dudes, 2 assembly specialists, 2 wood specialists, and then 2 metal specialists. Alright. Whoa. Right, that's a thing. You need to be set up still. These zones can go. You're for those. You are for those. Then you're just a general stockpile to exist. Some random flower box. Nilu nice and centered up in the room. Back scratchers got them all. In 2 days they'll be at max price. The demand isn't really increasing at all, so we'll just let those sit for now. And assembly station for the wood stuff. And then I think we'll be ending it. Although I could just... oh yeah, I'd really feel better just having them just like, here's your assembly station. Because sometimes it's like, you know, you cut wood, you bend it, and you assemble it with some other thing that we order maybe, and then it's all just there and convenient and nice. That's just a general storage. General storage up here. I think I'll can. We'll expand. That exists still. That's set, that's set, that's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. We're in a good spot. What's your issue? Ah. There we go. And room-wise, 14, 22. Seems alright. -2 there. 19 here. Okay. I'm happy with it. I think that's nice. So the back scratchers will sell. next market change because they'll be at their top price, probably like 240 or something. Like it may or may not actually be worth it, but there you go. That's that. Fancy office chairs, working on those. Their price is slowly decreasing, so we got to get these done sooner than later, but they shouldn't take too terribly long. We'll probably sell them during this point there, so they might be like 1600 or so. It'd be nice if this had some sort of labeling so I knew at all what any of these mean, or at least be able to hover over it, like maybe even the historic, and hover over that and see. I don't know, something though. And yeah, I'm pretty okay with continuing on with this at some point. It'd be Sunday, I suppose, is the next stream. There's also more Gunsmith that I want to check out at some point too, because Gunsmith was seeming to be quite good and interesting, and I kind of liked what that was doing, and I'd like to check that out more, so we could continue with this, or I might do Gunsmith on Sunday, or maybe I do a bit of both. We'll see. Really fun game though, highly recommend it. It's like 20 bucks on Steam. It's great. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's pretty well done. There are just a few oddities with it that I don't really like, but generally you get used to it. I should at some point also get rid of the fans and put in like the cooler, better machines. And now that we have room for more stuff, I gotta situate and get all this done.